Listen, there are hundreds of lawn care tools out there promising to save you time, but in an industry where profits are razor thin, most of them just waste your money. Today I'm showing you the 4 tools I actually use to make sure my business runs hyper efficient, stays profitable, and cuts our job times in half. In fact, I think 2 of the most popular tools that people swear by are actually costing you a lot of time. Alright, let's break down the 4 game changers that actually pass the test, including tool number 4, which is going to cost you under $20 and will save you time every single day. Alright, the first tool is a grass flap chute blocker. This goes for any chute blocker really, it doesn't have to be grass flap. But these are amazing and actually makes one of the tools later in this video even more efficient. Standard discharge plastic chutes that come on your mower from the factory are huge, bulky, they make it hard to get through gates, and they don't really contain the grass clippings. You're still going to shoot them in mulch beds, you're still going to shoot them in rock beds, you're still going to blow grass clippings all over your customer's car. With a foot or hand operated grass flap, you're able to fully shut the chute. You're not shooting grass clippings over all of those things, and it keeps the sidewalks and driveways much cleaner, so whenever you blow off, you're even quicker. This saves us 3 to 5 minutes per yard because it makes it way easier to blow off the sidewalks and driveways, and there's almost no grass clippings in the mulch beds, so it makes it much faster. If you multiply that over 20 yards a day, you're saving almost an hour each day just by having this grass flap. Alright, tool number 2 is the one we talked about earlier. I'm moving it up from 4 to 2 because I think it's so important. It is the speed feed trimmer heads. Alright, think about how much time you lose every single day whenever you run out of trimmer line. If you're not using a speed feed head, you gotta take that whole head apart, you gotta wrap up the line, and try to stuff it all back together without it unwinding. With the speed feed head, you take your pre-cut line, 2 arms lengths, you just feed it through the trimmer head, make it even, twist it up, you're done in about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Over a week across multiple trimmers, this single upgrade can save you about an hour. And we actually have a great discount on some speed feed heads in our school community, so if you want to get those, just click the link in the description. Now before we hit tool number 3, let's talk about one of the 2 tools that I think is a waste of time, and that is a stick edger. Dedicated stick edgers, whenever you're doing routine maintenance, are kind of a waste of time. Flip your string trimmer over, use your string trimmer. Now, if you're doing a spring cleanup, the edges haven't been gotten in a week, I personally still use the string trimmer, but edgers in that case can be fine. Alright, the second tool that I think is a waste of time, and people are gonna fight me to the death in the comments about this, is backpack blowers. And that brings us straight to tool number 3, which is the handheld blower. Most people sleep on this tool. Alright, don't get me wrong, backpack blowers definitely have their space with spring cleanups, leaf removal jobs. But on routine maintenance, where you're only getting the grass clippings off of the driveways and the sidewalks and the mulch beds, if you have a chute blocker, you do not need that. We found out that a high-powered handheld blower is way more efficient. It allows you to pick it up, run around the property, get the little bit of grass clippings you have on there in less than a minute. But the real kicker is this. After 20 to 25 lawns at the end of the day, we found that we are 15% faster using handheld blowers than backpack blowers at the end of the day due to not having the stress of carrying around a giant backpack blower on multiple lawns. So finally, tool number 4 saves us the most amount of time, but it is not an entry-level tool. I'm talking about a custom truck bed or ramp rack setup. This easily is the biggest time saver for us in our business. We are way more efficient getting in and out of neighborhoods, getting to customers' houses, and turning around with the truck. By organizing our setup with side rack mounts, so whenever you get out of the truck you can instantly grab the trimmer, we've saved tons of time with our loading and unloading at each yard. I'd say we easily save an hour or more each day by not having to back up a trailer and with the efficiencies of our loading and unloading operation. Efficiency isn't about rushing or doing sloppy work. It's about removing unnecessary movements and using tools that make you more efficient. If you want to learn more about how we structure our operations, price properties, and stuff like that, hit subscribe or join the SKOOL community below. It'll be linked in the description.